Shannon, that was a rough one last night. Will Gruden turn this around?
No, and I told you, Skip Bayless, he was caught in the times of 1998, and it's not 1998.
So it's over. Should they just fire him today?
Whoa.
Okay.
Not when he, hold on. What are you talking for? Alex asked me. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you offer your input on a rhetorical question or anything. This is my time. Let me have my moment. I know you a Gruden supporter, but it's looking real bad.
Well, you were calling me out, so I had to call you back.
The only thing that he's building is a deficit in Mark Davis's bank account because he gave him 10 years at $100 million. And I thought $100 million would buy you a lot. It doesn't buy you what it used to, I guess, especially wins. Now, I can assure you, when Mark Davis came to interview for this job, even if he did interview, he mentioned nothing about a rebuilding process, Alex. That's not what he said when he took the press conference. He said the Raiders are back. Just lose, baby. Just lose, baby. That's the new motto, Skip Bayless.
Is it?
Yeah. It's amazing. Spider Y2 banana. It sounds good when you're an analyst and the fans are like, oh, you hear Jon Gruden? He said Spider Y2 banana. But when you have to call it in a real game, and that thing like, it doesn't work, then what, Skip?
You used that line.
No, I will use it again. Okay. Guess what he used? He used his, he could do it. He got you. This guy right here, Derek Carr, got you. He gutting Mark Davis's wallet, Skip Bayless. You know it's a shame. And by the way, is he going to build a winner? What's his resume? Tell me what he built in Tampa. Derrick Brooks, Warren Sapp, John Lynch, Simeon Rice Trade, Dexter Jackson, Rondé Barber. That wasn't Jon Gruden. That was Tony Dungy.
Why didn't Tony win at all with that group?
Whoa. I'm asking you what he built. Just because you didn't build, that don't mean, hey, everybody that builds a house doesn't get to live in it, Skip Bayless. There's a lot of architects. Frank Lloyd Wright built a lot of things. He didn't live in all of them, so he didn't build. So just because he didn't win with it or live there.
What did Gruden build his first time around in Oakland?
If Al Davis was alive, Al Davis would have said, I built it. And you know that, Skip, so don't do that, Skip. Don't do that. You know what's going on, just like I know what's going on. Jon Gruden, at some point in time, Skip, it's going to get hard. It's hard to put makeup on two faces because sometimes you'll forget that you didn't put it on the other one. It's been a fraud from the get-go. You know that. I know that. I don't care what he talks about on the air, but at the time, right now, what is this doing right now? Team guys want to play. Now, he said to Howie Long on the interview last night that he gets a lot of, I got a phone call just like you got a phone call, and guys want to play for the Raiders. They want to play for the Silverback. Now he talking about he don't want to speculate. Now, the NFL will investigate this. That's tampering. But neither here nor there, I tell you what. You know what, Skip, before I go in, I'm just going to say this. Did you see what he did last night to that defensive coordinator? He went over there. I got mad. Hell went through me because I got mad for the defensive coordinator. He going to go over to the defensive coordinator and touch it with his paper and talk about what? If I'm the defensive coordinator, I say, hey, we're not in the shootout. You welcome to score more than 3 points. Now get out my face before the fight that we should be on the field, be on the sideline over here, partner.
Well, he can just walk right on home if he wants
to. Won't Gruden walk on home?
I don't think Gruden's going anywhere.
What about his offense? 3-point Skip Bayless? Hold on, he a genius. He no offense. Jon Gruden. He'll got you. If I would run this offense, I'd get a lot of these college sets right here, and I'd bring them to the NFL. Man, Jon Gruden need to sit down.
Really?
Yeah.
So what did it require to keep Jon Gruden from getting to the Super Bowl his first time around in Oakland? It required just very possibly the greatest defense I've ever seen in a playoff run. Yeah. It was the Baltimore defense, and you happen to be on the football team, right?
Yeah.
And it took one play from you to win games because it was going to be like 6-0, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So that's what it took to stop him from getting to a Super Bowl. Was that not the AFC Championship game?
AFC Championship.
And he had it at his house.
At his house.
Yep.
We came.
You came, and you saw, and you conquered.
We didn't even say thank you. We just left.
Okay, but it took you guys, it took Ray Lewis and company, not so much you, but Ray and Ed Reed.
Ed wasn't there at the time.
He wasn't there.
Ray and Sarah Goose and Woody.
It took all that Woody. Woo. It took all that to keep Jon Gruden from a Super Bowl. So he was kind of a disaster in Oakland. Nah, not really. And then he goes right on to Tampa, and he comes right back and beats his guys with Tony's guys, right, in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That'll work. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So he's got that on his resume. So I will agree that last night was the ultimate humiliation for Oakland Raider fans. I worked in the Bay Area. I covered the Raiders. I covered the 49ers. And trust me on this, that was even more humiliating than losing to a division rival like the Denver Broncos.
Correct, absolutely.
Because obviously it's a cross-Bay rivalry, and those Raider fans have to go home and live in and among 49er fans.
Yes.
So they're going to have to take this for forever. You know, like they're going to hear about this game forever.
Losing 21-18, Skip, 21-24
34 to 3. That's what you're going to keep hearing, 34 to 3. They hit bottom, and worse than that, they just flat out quit last night.
That's what I wanted you to say.
Well, they quit. And
that's what I say.
His team quit on him last night.
That's what I say, Skip. So you with me. You with me.
So why did the team quit last night on national television? Because the coach has quit on the team. Because the coach took one look in training camp and decided, you know what? I just don't love these guys. I don't love my building blocks, my cornerstones, because I don't really trust them. They're not my guys.
You know, Skip, you told me that in his previous job, he's evaluating teams. He's evaluating players. So he didn't know that before he took the job?
He needed firsthand look at training camp, and he finally decided, you know what? I just don't know if I can win big with Khalil Mack. I don't know if I can win at all with Amari Cooper.
Khalil didn't show up.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. What if the team in training camp took one look at him and says, we can't win with this joker?
Okay. Well, you might be right, but they're all going to be gone before he is. I can promise you that.
Oh, yeah. He got security. He got 10 years security.
So,
but he didn't want to give Khalil Mack.
So I've already made this point. I'm going to make it one more time because Troy Aikman made it hugely last night on the telecast.
Yes.
Troy Aikman was there, as I was in 1989 when Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones took over the Dallas Cowboys. And Jimmy Johnson was seen as this, you know, both he and Jerry as these interlopers, one a college coach, one an owner from Arkansas who didn't know his, you know what, from a hole in the ground. And Jimmy took over, and the veteran players rebelled against him. He's in over his head. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just a college football coach, and he's not going to last. And he went to war with Everson Walls, who I love. You know Everson.
Yep.
And Everson was publicly going to war with Jimmy. And we get 2-3 games in, and what did Jimmy Johnson do? No, well, he ran off Everson Walls, but he also traded Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker was all that was left in Dallas.
Beloved.
He was beloved. He had a TV show every Friday night in Dallas. I was on that show. We got into it on that show. It was hot.
What'd you call him? You called him. You said he wasn't any good, didn't you?
I just said he was a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a mirage at that point. But it got a little heated.
You've been hating way back then?
Yeah.
That was in the early 80s. You've been hating for a long. That was late 80s.
Since I was in high school. But
so 30 years you've been hating.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in fact, I told you the story. Jimmy came to me on the way we're getting on the team plane to Green Bay. I flew up there because it's the only way to get to Green Bay is to take the team plane up there because it's so hard to get there.
Because they're flying into Apple.
So he pulled me aside. He said, what would you say if I traded Herschel Walker? And I said, well, you're asking the wrong guy because I think he's on the downside if at best.
Right.
And Jimmy said, I'm going to trade him. You are? Really? You're going to? Because I said, well, you're going to take a whole bunch of heat for that. And he took heat, and they went 1-15, and then what happened? They got so many draft picks that they started quickly to turn it around. That's what Jon Gruden will do. He's got 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years, and they will start quickly to turn it around with his guys. And he's got 10 years to do it, and he's got an owner that's his Jerry Jones, who loves him, is united with him, who will stand by him. Obviously, Jerry finally fired Jimmy, but in those days, they were united.
Yeah,
they were.
So let me ask you a question. So is Jon Gruden going to find an Emmitt Smith? Or Darren Woodson, or Russell Maryland, or Darren Smith, or make the trade for Charles Haley, or draft the Alvin Harper. I just want to know which one of those guys are possibly that Jon Gruden, and what is his resume? Because I've seen Jimmy Johnson. I saw what he did in Miami, the University of Miami. So I know what he was capable of.
I know what Jon Gruden did the first time around in Oakland, as I just told you. And I know that Jon Gruden did coach a team by hook or crook and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
He got to live in a house that he didn't build.
Oh.
You know, that happens sometimes, Skip.
He built the house in Oakland, and he was right there, and it took Ray Lewis to stop him.
We huffed the puff, we blew the house down.
Yeah.
But then we'll get back to my original notes, my original comment.
Yep.
You know what, Skip Bayless? Let me tell you what Jon Gruden going to win. Press conference. He got great sound bites. Oh, he won that. Ooh, the Raiders are back. Remember, he didn't need technology. Oh, we're trying to make this thing so complicated. It's still football. Oh, really? Oh, really, Jon Gruden is really just football? Because guess what? Kyle Shanahan took a guy. Hell, I thought that was Chris Mullen Godson or something. I was like, who is this dude here? And Kyle Shanahan Kyle Shanahan a good coach. Because you look at what he did with Matt Ryan, MVP, Matt Schaub. Look at Jimmy Garoppolo got that money. Yep. He had C.J. Beathard going head-to-head with Aaron Rodgers. And he took a guy, Skip, I didn't even know who this dude was. I was like, who they going to try to that quarterback now? And he had Jon Gruden look like a Pop Warner coach.
His team quit because he quit on his team. He decided, I'm going to tear it down before I build it up. So here he goes, and it's just going to take a little while.
So you telling me, let me get this straight now. You've never really built anything. So I have you to come in, I'm getting you to add. You're supposed to pick up where Jack Del Rio, because just 2 years ago, they were 2-4. One of the, so I'll just make sure I'm hearing you correctly. I got you to add on, go pay you a little, and now you telling me you need to tear it down? Whoa, wait a minute. Why did you got to mention this in the negotiation, Skip Bayless? You actually think I'm going to have a contract to come in my house. He tells me this is what it's going to cost me to add on. And then all of a sudden, he's going to come back and tell me I need to tear the entire house down? I wish I might pay him $10 million a year to do that.
You know, it's so easy to over-emotionally, overreact, knee-jerk opinions that you have because you grew up in the Bronco tradition hating the Oakland Raiders. Am I right?
Don't do that,
you hate them with all your might.
This ain't have nothing to do with no Bronco.
Yes, it does.
Can we beat the brakes off them?
It's okay. So just remember I said this. Just remember I said Jon Gruden will turn this around and he will win and win big in Oakland and then in Las Vegas.
This is all this is, Skip, is to get this team from Oakland to Vegas. And then Jon Gruden hitting Mark Davis with these 22s. I'm out.
You think so?
Yes.
You know what? Just last quick point. Jon Gruden looks great. I know him really well, and the last 10 years or so, he gained weight, and he got a little haggard looking.
What guy doesn't look good making $10 million a year?
Yeah, but
give me $10 million a year.
My point is, this isn't stressing him out at all.
Alex, the dude
he knows exactly where he's going.
Hold on,
he's lost weight. He looks tanned. He looks healthy. He looks like 10 years younger to me.
I tell you what.
Because he knows where he's headed, and he knows he will shut up the Shannon Sharpe.
Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Somebody give me 10 years at $100 million guaranteed. What you want me to look like? You want me to lose 50 pounds? You want me to gain? You want me to be as big as Snacks Harrison? I'll do whatever 10 years. That's why he looks good.
But some people would start to crumble under the pressure to live up to that $100 million.
Skip, I'm going to get $100 million. Whether I go to the Super Bowl and win 5 of them or whether I do what I'm doing right now. What's the stress in that? Nothing.
Just remember, I warned you.
Yeah, I want you to remember.
Always darkest before the dawn. And here comes the dawn.
Yeah, that's